Today we decide the right way to eat food.
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
It's no stretch to call us professional eaters. And as professional eaters, it's our duty to not only eat, but also advise you on the best ways to eat.
We hereby declare that we know the absolute correct way to go about eating certain things, and if you do not agree, you will be banished from the realm.
Banished? We do want him to keep watching, right?
Fine, fine. Only 30 years in the dungeon, then. We shall see how you prefer to eat your foods. For your sake, I hope thee agree with our declarations. It's time for Incredible Edible Percentables!
Okay, mouth eaters, we asked the mythical beast to pick between two different ways to eat ice cream. In front of you are those two ways, ice cream in a cup or ice cream in a cone. So go ahead and give them a try. You'll need to guess how the majority of the mythical beasts said they eat their ice cream to get 1 point. And if you get within 15% of the actual percentage, you get 3 more points. You've got to have at least 9 points to win a special prize.
Shake it, Link.
Oh, it's already. Here's my assertion. This is just me personally, okay?
Personally.
Let's try this on for size. When I'm at home eating ice cream, I'm a bowl boy.
Yeah, because where are you going to find a cone at home?
But when I'm out on the ice cream town and I have the choice of either a bowl, a cup, or a cone, I feel like the right answer is a cone. Because
why are you saying that?
Because it's that. Why am I going out? Whoa.
No, but you didn't say it.
Nothing could go wrong. Nothing could go wrong with the cone. Why am I going out to get ice cream if I'm gonna have the same experience I have at home? It makes them separate things in my mind. You can do that the licky lick. This is a good thing to do when you're out. You're just like, looking around, walking around, maybe you're on vacation.
You have 2 hands that way. You're outside, you need to be giving a peace sign to strangers, waving at people you know, giving the bird to enemies. You can't do that with this. Well, how am I gonna flip you off? Well, I guess I could do that.
So we're kind of faced with a conundrum because did we ask the mythical beast?
No, we didn't ask him what setting.
Did we give him the setting?
Are you at home in this one? Man.
Because I'm splitsies, which puts us right at 50-50.
With a cone, you get something else to eat. Unless you're one of those people that's like in the Guinness Book of World Records for eating glass.
Well, I'll say this. We did say in a cup or in a cone, and you would think if you were at your house, you don't have a cup. So,
yes, thank you, Stevie.
Oh, God.
So
Stevie,
then,
you're right.
Then it's cone. Then I think more people are, I mean, if everybody's like me, are you like me?
I think I end up getting a cone if I'm feeling a little frisky.
Okay. But you always feel a little frisky, don't you?
I feel frisky a lot. But the reason that I don't always get it is because when you're eating with a cone, you have to pay a little bit more attention to it. When this inside a cup is kind of like, I can forget about this for a little bit and it's still gonna just be in a cup. You know what I'm saying? It's easier to eat.
But when you're in line and you see the people coming out, there's more people with cones. There are, right?
But just 55%.
It's 55%.
I think it's a slight difference. I don't believe this is a strong preference.
So if we're within 15 either way or 15 total?
Either way.
Either way?
Well, because if you're within
30,
if you're within 15 of the answer, right?
Well, you have to get it. You have to get it right. Like you have to pick the right one, and then be within 15. You can't get it wrong.
Oh, you can't cross the
15.
50% line.
You can't cross the 50% line? Well, in that case,
well, then I think this is a good place because we're going with what most people prefer.
Well, then we, if that's the case, then we need to move it 7 to 57.
Well, that's a good
57 and a half.
That's a good point.
We'll go to 57 because there's no halfsies.
I see what you're doing there.
All right, so we're saying that 57% like the cone.
I agree with your logic.
But
But 63% of the Mythical Beasts said they prefer their ice cream in a cup.
Dude, I should have just gone with my instinct because I would say 63% of the time I get it in a cup because I only feel frisky 37% of the time. Okay, so after you eat Cheetos, do you lick your fingers or do you wipe your fingers? And are you at home?
Yeah, we're at home.
Have you ever had a Cheeto outside?
I probably have, but I'm gonna say no.
I don't think I've ever eaten a Cheeto with the sun shining on my face. I don't know why.
Because?
I don't know why. I mean, I've never thought
weird,
about it.
dude. Well, when you're done, like you don't, you really want to be done with the Cheetos. So like, okay, they're all gone.
Hey, don't worry, you're at home. Your wife will clean that up.
It's
don't worry about it.
My fingers are just slipping. So I'm done, and then I'm like, ooh, I really want to taste some more Cheeto. But then I'm like, I don't love licking my fingers. I don't love it. But I've been touching the Cheetos the whole time.
But do it.
I've been picking them up.
Do it, feel it.
When I do it, it feels weird.
Now imagine if the sun was shining on your face right now.
Yeah, it's wrong. It feels wrong.
It would be too much. I think I don't do it because it would be too much.
It tastes good, but sucking your own fingers is unbecomingly. It's unbecoming.
You were a thumb sucker though.
I was, yep. And once I got over it, I don't want to fall off that wagon again, you know?
It's like that one I hadn't sucked it yet.
I'm a bit, oh, the temptation. If it was the thumb, I couldn't say no. Yeah, I sucked my thumb. I think I had broken it by kindergarten.
Just before I met you. But then I wipe. I gotta be honest with you. I suck and then I wipe. I
so
don't
you
just
do both?
Suck and drive or something. You know, I suck and wipe.
Don't you feel wrong when you suck your own finger?
Yeah.
You know?
But this is a question asked in private. You were at your home, most likely, when you answered it. It was anonymous. We didn't ask you to tie your email address to this question. You know what I'm saying? So I think that this is the honest answer. Is this what people want to be, or is this what people are? Because if it's what they want to be, they're wipers. But if it's who they are, they're lickers.
I don't want to be a finger sucker.
Nobody does.
But it's irresistible. You're done, and you want more, and it's there, and it tastes so good. And you've already been touching the Cheetos, so bring it back.
So we're saying that it's a liquor, but not much of a liquor.
No, I'm saying a lot. I'm saying if people are honest.
No way.
It's overwhelmingly liquors.
No way.
At least 70%.
No chance. No chance.
Because but I'm that guy who would never be a liquor, and I'm still a liquor.
People don't answer honestly, Link. 57%. People are not honest.
So, but still, I think the majority are honest.
You're saying that more people wipe?
No, you're right. All right, so what were you?
57, 52, 57. So 43.
Okay.
43 wipes.
43% say that they wipe, but they don't. That's what we're saying.
83% of the Mythical Beasts like to lick their Cheeto fingers.
I told you, man.
You are honest. You are good people.
Thank you for being honest. It's anonymous.
I'm sorry.
See?
I led you down that road and then I completely backtracked.
We were so far off. 83, dude. Yes.
No.
This is true.
No. Oh, you got to get the red and the yellow figured out. That's your problem. My problem is not going with it. There we go.
Right like that. All right.
0 for 2. Sorry.
Sporked is pitting your favorite regional sodas against each other in the ultimate burp bracket.
Okay.
So you can go over to spork.com and create your own bracket and vote for your favorite sodas in weekly matchups. A lot of fun. It's got that regional competition vibe. Spork.com. Check it out.
Link, because I led you astray in that last round, now we have to get both of these correct, and we have to be within 15%. So the next 2 rounds, we got to be perfect, okay?
Okay.
This one is, when showering, are you facing the water or are you facing away from the water? Now, I do a little bit of both, depending on the part of the shower I'm in.
Exactly.
Like, and I mean like the part of the shower, like the...
So how would you answer Yeah, with your phase of showering. If you're like rinsing your back or...
I definitely, and I think most people start facing the water. How is you going to turn it on? Or do you reach around and turn it on and then back into it? I mean, that seems crazy. I'm facing the water 80% of the time.
I'm facing the water 40% of the time because...
Whoa, you got a big back, huh?
Well, no. I have more to wash on the front, and I wash away from the shower so it doesn't immediately rinse the soap off. If you want to know the honest truth,
that's true.
I turn the water off completely for a decent portion of my shower. If you want to know my complete shower routine, you can contribute some views to that poorly performing Good Mythical Morning episode from a few years back, where I went into painful details about my shower routine. I had planned like a series. Like I had like 3 to 5 to 18 episodes of just how to shower right.
And then you guys all ruined it.
Yep, because I only did the one.
Can you just demonstrate? Like, so this would be you. This would be you. This is warm water.
This is me turning it on.
Hit my belly.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I get wet this way, and then I turn around, and then I get wet that way, and then I turn it off. And then
you're a little hot. Are you okay?
Well, I'm a little wet.
You look like you've been exerting yourself a little bit.
I'm just wet, dude. And then I suds, and then I rinse. But I think if I had to answer the question,
I don't know if listen, I screwed you up last round, but I kind of feel like you're about to lead us wrong. Hold on, I'm having trouble with my plumbing.
What are you doing?
I'm having trouble with my plumbing.
You
got to get it pumping, man. Get it pumping. This is what I put on my hair.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm like, doing this. And then I turn around and do a little bit of this. And then I come back around and I get the pits.
Do you ever take the hose off and just squirt it right up your boop boop?
Nope.
Oh, I do that.
Yeah.
I do that every time.
To wash the butthole?
Yeah, just whoop.
Yeah. In the perineum.
Need some help with that today?
You gotta wash your perineum.
Okay.
You know what that is?
It's your taint.
So,
I think most people face towards the shower. Think about in movies.
Oh.
Aren't people normally like...
In the Psycho scene, which direction is she facing?
I think she's facing... I haven't seen it.
But you've seen the scene.
I've seen the clips of it. I think she's facing away from it. Do you know?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. I feel like because you have to start the shower facing it. Right. You don't have to, but most people do.
Right. I don't know. I think it's like...
60-40? Sounds about
60-40.
60-40. 60-40.
Majority facing towards the shower.
That's it.
You locked in?
Yeah.
62% of the mythical beasts face away from the shower.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
Why you do that? I mean, I said I do that, but why do you do that?
Hold on.
I do that. I mean, I think it takes into account the majority of the time you spend in the shower. Because you were kind of talking like you get in the shower, you have to face it to turn it on, and then you don't have, the will to turn around, which you do.
Yeah, you do.
So
sometimes I don't see.
Yeah, you do.
Sometimes I don't have the will. Yeah, and I guess there is that moment where you finish washing and now you're just showering for pleasure. And you feel a little bit guilty because you're in California and you know that there's not that much water, but then you're like, it's rained a lot lately, so you turn it up real hot and you let it hit your shoulders and you just go, oh, another day.
Yeah.
Another day of life.
We should have listened to ourselves.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
It was actually you.
I forgot about that time.
This was your fault again.
I know. No, hold on. You really?
Why are you so sweaty?
Because I just showered.
you have done horribly today.
I'm sorry.
But I'm going to give you a chance here. If you guess correctly to the exact percentage
We can do it.
in this round,
Yes.
you get your very special prize, and it's a really good one.
We can do it. Hey, let's manifest it.
Okay, I just did. What? Is it involved holding hands, apparently?
It could. Hey.
Let's just have our hand.
We're gonna
get
this right.
Exactly. I just knew that you had licked your fingers earlier.
Then I wiped. I licked and I licked and I wiped.
Do you prefer the corner piece of the brownie or the centerpiece? I'm a center man all the way.
I mean, I just feel like most people, I feel like I've said too much and I've been wrong. So I'm gonna just let you do the thinking. Let's see how that turns out. Because I have a strong preference here.
Some people like the center, the gooey parts, but the people who like the corners are much more vocal. Is that because there's more of them?
You think they're more vocal? When you heard somebody talk about how much they like their corner pieces?
There's less corner pieces, so they speak up to claim them.
Yep, that makes sense.
And so I hear from corner people more often.
Because they need to claim a corner.
They are more vocal.
They need to claim a corner. But how could you not like the middle more?
You like the middle one?
Of course.
Oh. What about in lasagna?
The thing about a corner lasagna piece is that something happens with the cheese and the crust that's actually a good thing. But hit that.
I can't.
Just hit it.
Not with my
Just tap
mouth?
it.
Yeah, that's horrible. It's inedible.
It didn't get better. It's not a pot pie.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not a pot pie.
So are we going all the way to 85?
Oh, no. I mean, listen, I know I've led you astray, but that seems crazy.
I think it's 75. Maybe
think it's
76
70.
like the middle. 77?
it's 73, but I'm not gonna say it.
You're gonna say 73, 74, 75,
Forget I said it.
76,
Hold on. Stevie is looking at the answer right
77.
now. We manifested. I can read her mind.
Well, I can't see her.
Stevie,
Or read her mind.
Stevie, can you really think hard about the number?
Yeah. I don't have to, actually, because I've known it the whole time.
But think about only the number.
Yeah, I'm thinking
That's what
about
he's
it.
saying. Don't think about anything else, like, I don't know, how much you like this shirt. Like, stop thinking about the shirt, Stevie.
I'm thinking
Stop.
so hard about the percentage that you need to be guessing.
Yeah, but the shirt.
Because if you got it right, it would be so satisfying for everybody.
74.
All right, Rhett says 74, and I'm going to leave it where it is because you failed us today. 77 it is.
Okay.
50.3%.
I was right way back.
Prefer
when I
the
first
middle
talked about
piece.
this.
So it's the closest vote we've ever had. 49.7% prefer the corner piece. It's about split even. And since you brought up the lasagna poll, we did that round on Mythical Society previously, and it was similarly split with 46% of people.
That
liking
makes
the
sense to me,
centerpiece.
though. That makes sense to me. There's a difference in my mind. Gosh, my whole brain is off today. I don't need to manifest anything.
You said it, man. Save your manifestations for another day.
But we both had such a strong agreement about that.
I mean, can we see what we
Yes, you can
won?
see what you've lost.
We lost shirts that say
I'm like 104% tired.
69% of the population will find something dirty in every sentence.
Oh, yeah, I know what that means. I don't want to wear this.
I didn't want to win this either.
I don't like it.
I'm a clean guy.
Take it back. Thanks for subscribing and clicking that bell.
You and your corner pieces. You know what time it is.
Hi, I'm Crystal.
I'm Emmanuel.
I'm a third degree Mythical Society member from California, currently living in Guadalajara, and it's actually my 26th birthday.
And it's time to spin the wheel of mythicality.
Good mythical birthday!
Happy birthday. Love those decks.
Click the top link to watch us match unusual regional sodas to where they come from and go mythical more.
And to find out where the Mythicality is going to land, get in on the burp bracket and rep your regional soda over at sparked.com.